Hello friends and welcome to this video. My name is Nivrutti Patil, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department of Kekewag Institute of Engineering, Education and Research, Nasik. In this video we are going to see the general pivot point rotation. So the outline of this video is to see the rotation about the origin and rotation about the given pivot point. And after watching this video you will be able to rotate any entity about any given point. So let's see first the rotation about the origin. Now the rotation means the two-dimensional rotation is applied to an object by repositioning it along a circular path. So we are moving this point given by the coordinates x and y to its new position x dash and y dash along this circular path by an angle theta. And this point we are rotating about the origin. So this about the origin is 0, 0. So this point will be called as a rotation point or pivotal point. And the angle we considering as a theta, the angle sign will be considered as a positive when we are rotating it in a anti-clockwise direction, and it will be considered as a negative when we are rotating in a clockwise direction. So let's see the rotation matrix will be appear. So if we consider the given point as a x comma y and we are going to rotate it along the angle theta, so it will be appear to the new position x dash and y dash. The point will be considered at an distance of r from the origin, and it is originally having an angle of phi. So by using this figure we can write the x and y coordinates as x will be a r cos phi and y is r sin phi. And when we rotated it by an angle theta, so it will be appear to this new position x dash and y dash. So we can write this x dash as r cos phi plus theta and y dash as r sin phi plus theta. And if we equate and adding this equation, so this x dash and y dash can be written as x dash will be written as x dash is equal to x cos theta minus y sin theta. So y dash will be written as y dash is equal to x sin theta plus y cos theta. So these are the new coordinates of the point P. X dash and y dash can be obtained by using these relations, and these relations we can express in the matrix form as x dash y dash is equal to cos theta minus sin theta cos theta multiplied by x and y. So this cos theta will be represented as a c theta and sin theta will be represented as a s theta. So this is the new location of the point. This will be called as a rotation matrix, and this is the original position of the point. If we consider the homogeneous matrix, then the same representation can also be written as x dash y dash 1 is equal to cos theta minus sin theta 0 sin theta cos theta 0 0 0 1 multiplied by x, y and 1. So this is the homogeneous representation, due to which this 2 by 2 matrix will be converted into a 3 by 3 matrix, and this is helpful when we considering it multiplied with the translation matrix. So using this we can easily locate the new coordinates point and when we rotated that point about the origin. But if the rotation is not about the origin and it is about any other given points, then the process is different. So considering this given rectangle, and we need to rotate it by the pivot point as its central point, which will be located as its center position and will be denoted as xr and yr. So there is the different procedure. So the first step is translate the given rectangle and along with the given pivot point to the origin. Then apply the rotation by an angle theta and again inversely translate in such a way that the pivot point is returned to its original position. So in this way we can obtain the general pivot point rotation, and we can able to find the new coordinates of the point by using the composite transformation matrix. The composite transformation matrix can be find out by using the CT is equal to inverse translation into rotation into translation matrix. Now here this sequence is reverse sequence. So last step is the inverse translation, the second last step is the rotation, and first step is the translation. So in this way we can obtain the composite transformation matrix, and in this case this inverse translation will be given as 1 0 xr 0 1 yr 0 0 1. Here the xr and y are the pivot points about which we are rotating the given entity, and the rotation matrix is cos theta minus sin theta 0 sin theta cos theta 0 0 0 1, again multiplied by the translation matrix which is given as 1 0 minus xr 0 1 minus yr and 0 0 1. Here The sign is negative for XR and YR because we are translating the pivot point to the origin. So that's why the sign will be appear as a negative. Then we need to take the multiplication sequentially. So first inverse translation matrix into rotation matrix, then it multiplied by the translation matrix. So we will get the CT as cos theta minus sin theta minus XR into cos theta plus YR into sin theta plus XR. Sin theta cos theta minus XR into sin theta minus YR into cos theta plus YR and 0 0 1. So using this homogeneous representation we get the composite transformation matrix. And if we want to find the new vertices, as this for the rectangle there are 4 vertices are given. So if we want to find these 4 vertices, then we need to multiply it with the composite transformation matrix by its original vertices, then we will get the new location. So we can obtain the P dash is equal to CT into P, where P dash is the new point location, CT is the composite transformation matrix which is given by these coordinates, and P is the original location. So here the pivot point is considered as the center point which is denoted by XR and YR, and if you want to rotate about any other point like A point, B point, C point or D point, then that location you need to consider instead of XR and YR location. So in this way we can obtain the general point pivot point rotation of any given entity, and you will be able to calculate the new vertices using this relation. Thank you for watching. Good day.